race, and the winners of Amazing Race season 34 are here with us today. Derek and Claire, Claire and Derek, congratulations.
Congratulations.
I wish I had my voice so I could cheer harder.
I'll cheer whoop. Bring it up for both of us.
Well, given that you have lost your voice, Derek, our first question actually is there something you can share with us about the watch party last night in Miami? Maybe your most fun memory of seeing everyone finally learn the outcome of the race.
Yeah, two things. I'm happy a lot of my friends finally got to meet my parents.
Yes.
But my dad was like stealing my thunder because my friends would come up to me and be like, "Oh my God, I love your dad. He's so amazing." And I was like, "This is my night. You're here for me. Tell me how amazing I am." That, and then maybe even a little bit better, more memorable than that, was after we won, Kylan came up to me, and I know
Big Brother.
Oh, Kylan from Big Brother. I know he's strong. I didn't know how strong he was. He came up to me, gave me a hug, and then with one clean swoop, picked me up like by the ankles, and I'm now standing on his shoulder.
You're a cheerleader.
Yes.
As sturdy as a rock, though. I felt like I was on solid ground. I didn't even realize I was in the air. I was like, "Dude, how strong are?" I was like, "Are you Superman?" Like, I was like, "You should be on The Amazing Race." My God.
Yeah, it was so fun to see everyone else's reactions and them finally learning and realizing, like, wait, you guys are in the lead. Like, how are you guys gonna blow it? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, what's gonna go down? And when we're actually running to the pit stop, like our friends, our family starting to realize, oh, this is actually happening. It was just really a magical moment. And like, you know, we've done another show and we didn't win. And so I think for them, I don't know, it was like cathartic or something to be like, oh my gosh, like you guys actually did it. Like it's so unbelievable.
I still get chills every time I hear someone read that final clue that says, go, go, go. And you know that it's you.
Yeah. Every time I've watched a prior season, and we watched a lot, I always cry when the team hits the final mat, because you just know they've worked so hard for this. And I cried on that night that we actually won, but last night I really ugly cried. And just I don't know, just seeing it and being like, yes, we did it. Like, yeah, unbelievable.
What was such a big deal? Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead, Karen.
No, go ahead, Nicole. What was the moment actually post race when you had the most difficulty concealing what happened on the race? Like, were you confronted with family, friends, loved ones? It sounds like, Derek, you and your dad have quite the relationship. I mean, was there someone who just kept prodding away and where you got super close? I know that you've signed ironclad contracts and all that, but I just wondered what the most challenging moment is when confronted with trying to keep it a secret. I
mean, the good thing for me and Claire is we did Big Brother first, so we like keeping secrets.
Yeah.
we got enjoyment out of people trying to pry it out of us and struggling to find the answer. So I think it was almost too easy for us. That's the more concerning part, is like how easy it was to keep the secret.
But really, everyone you know in your entire life, anyone you meet has to ask. And they're like, well, you've just met me, but do you win? And we're like, what? Like, I haven't told like my closest friends, my parents, like, just watch.
I like the idea that they actually give you $1 million cash on the mat, and you wear you start wearing a top hat and a monocle, and you're like, I can't say if I won or not, but then you kind of wiggle your monocle at them.
Yeah. Well, me and Claire, we were just like, having watched the race, every time people are giving like their confessionals, we are always trying to like determine who wins this leg based off how their mood looks in the confessional. Of course. So me and Claire are conscious of this. After we won, we were like, I want everyone to think we lost when they watch this. So we try to look really somber and sad when we were giving our interviews.
Yeah.
people will be watching and be like, "Oh, Derek and Claire lose." Like,
They
I
lose.
was like, I've never seen two more like sad people in my life.
I know. And then some of the press photos they gave us beforehand, I was like, we look so sad. We look not happy at all. I'm like, this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted.
Derek, did you get a bloody nose on the mat? Is that what happened to your shirt? I was like, what? Did he eat spaghetti? And then I was looking online and someone's like, he got a bloody nose.
Yeah,
I was
so
like, what was the spaghetti course?
what they didn't show is after I fake proposed to Claire, she like punched me in the face. So
Oh,
I-
no.
Just
I got-
super hard. Punch in the
Yeah,
nose.
take that. No, I got a little too excited. I might have accidentally headbutted Derek
Oh.
as we were racing in an embrace. You know, he wasn't
Yeah,
wearing
yeah.
glasses, and so normally there's a shield there.
Yeah, I have some protection.
Yeah, and Derek gets bloody noses very easily.
Yeah.
And so it was gushing a little bit at the end.
I mean, like my heart was racing. I had so much adrenaline in my body. So my body probably thought we were under like a full attack. And they were like, every engine go. Like, we need to protect this man. And that nose did not stop bleeding for like 10 minutes. I was like answering questions like, yeah. So I mean, I feel so happy to be here. Like we had this opportunity.
I would have loved to see like a tampon up the nose or just like
I-
the toilet paper up the nose.
I do think there was toilet paper up his nose, actually.
I was like, okay, guys, this is like the biggest nosebleed in the history of mankind. And they gave me a single ply piece of toilet paper. I was like, are you kidding me? This can't even last 1 second.
Well, one of the questions that we always ask teams is what preparation you undertook before going on the Amazing Race. But because you're already an established reality competition couple, even though you weren't a couple when you first met, obviously on Big Brother, but James, you've also done the challenge. I know you've been a huge fan of Survivor, for example, Claire. What about your reality experience? You've already alluded to the fact of, knowing how to keep secrets from Big Brother, but what aspects of those experiences did you bring with you as preparation for the race? I know that you mentioned also working or like following Kim and Penn's
Mhm.
approach to taking notes. So just share with us, like, as reality competition, I guess, experts at this point and now champions, how did you cobble together like an origin story that would get you to this point?
Yeah, I think having been on a show before, I've learned, I'm just a fan of reality shows in general. You can learn so much from past seasons. And so I had watched Amazing Race before I ever went on Big Brother. Derek is new to all of reality TV, basically. And so we binge watched, I think, like 20 seasons and took copious notes of like, why are teams getting eliminated? Why are teams winning? What did they stumble with? And we work to try to prevent all of those. So really becoming a student of the game and learning potential pitfalls and being able to navigate them. Like before Big Brother, I had this like 50-page document about like it's all strategy. And so still using some of those strategies in this game, but I'm just a prepper. It's just who I am. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it all the way. And so just really, really prepping and really learning. And all these games, they have some repetitiveness, right? You're always going to have a dancing challenge. You're always going to have a cooking challenge. And so being able to know this is what past teams did to succeed, I think really, really helped us.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
I do have to say, one of my friends is a big fan of your podcast, and he told me that you guys were like, oh man, we lost our lesbians very early. And he was like, I don't think they know that you're bisexual, Claire. So
we did get to that, Claire.
Okay.
And in fact, we like made multiple jokes about how we were embarrassed for bisexual erasure, which always happens.
We were thrilled to find that out. Are you, as far as you know, are you the first out bisexual winner of the Amazing Race?
Oh,
Bisexual, maybe.
yeah, I think maybe. I think, wow.
I mean, I think Mike White, he didn't
Mike
win.
White No,
He-
he didn't win.
He didn't win, but he identified as bisexual at the time. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I can think of a winner who identified as bisexual.
So
So
you
anyway.
guys can be the authority on this, so I'll defer to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, but it is the Gaymazing. No, it is like the last Gaymazing, as the last Gaymazing contestant standing.
Yes.
And you know, we go into our various wild digressions, fantasizing about all sorts of things. We made some jokes about rugby, but
Yo, I
also-
made a lot of jokes about rugby. I was like, oh man, I made some good jokes. They will air this. And they didn't air it, but I was like, yeah, like I'm pretty much you know, it's in my nature, like as a bisexual. I'm like, yeah, I considered rugby, you know, I was looking for the ladies out there. I do think that's why I was so good.
we definitely chastised ourselves about bisexual erasure, and we're appreciative of you bringing that up in our conversation today, actually. So
No, yeah, absolutely. No, it's tricky being bisexual in a like seemingly like I'm dating a man, and so it's hard for it to come up like naturally on the race.
What do you mean seemingly?
Well, you know, I don't know where I'm going with that. But
you were the one who did put the motorcycle together.
This is true. I might have disappointed though. I don't know if that really
It was funny when he watched
showed.
when he watched the roadblocks. The ones that all of like the men and the other groups were doing were the ones that Claire did.
Yeah.
And the ones that I did, it was always me and the girls. So I always joked. I was like, all right, roadblock time's gonna be me and my girlies. Like, let's get it.
Yeah. And you really had a lot of time to bond with all the girls.
Yeah.
It would take me sometimes a long time to go, but I'm like, I can build just as well as Derek could at least. Probably not a lot of the other people. Like Emily was a beast building. But you know, I was like, I can hang. It's whatever.
Nicole, did you want to ask our final question for our 15 minute? We get a 15-minute period, right? Not a 30-minute
Yeah.
period? Okay, yeah.
I think it's 15. Okay. Gosh. Okay. So this is up to you all. Tips for couples going on the race, and or what do you wish they would have shown, or what do you wish we would have seen from your race?
Yeah, that was like you said, you mentioned the great rugby jokes that were cut out, but like if there was the one thing that you could add to your edit, what would it have been? Yeah.
You want to talk about the advice for couples first?
Yeah, I'll go advice for couples. I think my advice for couples, I think it's hard. We are just a newly dating couple. Like now it's been over a year. But I think, and it's such a cliche when people say this, but like it's a test of your relationship. I understand, having been on it now, why teams either break up or stay together for a long time, because it will test your relationship unlike anything else can, because there's so much pressure, so much high stakes, and you just have to put 100% trust in the other person. I mean, I think Kim and Penn said it was like kind of like raising a child, in that you just have to like 100% trust your other person to like be capable and be able to deal with things. Well, we don't know about that, but it really pushes you to be able to be open in communication and honest. And I think my tip for couples, probably do like couples therapy before going on almost, and figure out how to best communicate with each other, what the other person needs from you. And I think that will just make you stronger as a couple, and definitely on the race too.
Yeah.
Right.
Trying to figure out how I can say it in a few words possible to save my voice. I'd say my advice to couples is really, it was the same advice Kim and Penn gave to future racers, and I think very applicable. I'll give the same one: is give your partner grace. Your partner's going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. You're both going to make mistakes. You're going to be mad at each other. They're going to be mad at you. But throughout all of that, just understand at the end of the day, you love each other. This is like a growing opportunity, and give each other grace for the mistakes that you make. You both are going to make, and that will carry you a long way on the race and off the race.
Yeah, for sure. And then in terms of one thing I wish we had seen, we did just have a lot of like human to human interactions with the other teams on the planes. And, you know, for most of it, for the beginning, they don't want us to talk on the plane. But then as you get to the end, I think even like in Nashville. We were like stuck at the airport for a really long time before we started racing, and just getting to really bond and connect with people. I wish you see like more team to team interactions.
We had a dance off.
Yeah, there was many dance offs. A lot. Yeah. Derek, Lewis, Aubrey and David were there, Michelle, Molly and Emily.
People were talking shit in the airport saying that I can't do a dance challenge. And I was like, I'll fucking do it right now. I'll do it right now. They're like, okay, do it. You there do a dance challenge. So that me and Claire went back to back, doing a little dance battle.
Yeah, and there was even we had a dance circle on the pit stop map, the final pit stop map. You did win that.
I won the dance battle.
You did win the dance battle. I do remember. We voted.
No one dared to question my dancing skills after that.
Yeah. Did Phil dance with us on the final map?
No.
Phil might have just watched, but everyone else was dancing. It was very fun.
I like thinking about Phil break dancing in the middle.
There's gold in all. There's all this BOCO. Listen, CBS, you have all this BOCO. You need some stuff to put up on Paramount Plus. So thank you both for spending your time with us today and struggling through the laryngitis, Derek.
I appreciate it.
And Claire, we'll expect to see you on Survivor next. I feel like that's next on the challenge list. And best of luck and enjoy your $1 million. We didn't even ask you what you were going to spend it on, but we trust that you will spend it well.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys both.
Congratulations.